well, it started out as a rash on his tummy, but it was probably a classic kind of baby dry skin, but it wasn't going overnight type rash that then on closer inspection was more like eczema. I wasn't surprised, but I think because I hadn't had eczema for so long, it hadn't really occurred to me that my child would have it so young. Absolutely confident, and I think it was always very reassuring to know that, you know, like Dr. Harley was at the end of an email, and I could happily email another photo and say, I think we're getting better. Well, there's a very simple bit in the book about, you know, what you're doing to your skin by putting on these things. And I think I just thought, do you know what, why has no one else thought of this? Why have we all, you know, why are we spending a fortune on all these creams and all these things when it's clearly not doing anything? And I just thought, you know, sometimes we get a bit wound up in the world today that there's always something that you just put on rather than actually waiting for it to kind of come from underneath. Yes, it does. Makes you feel better, just makes you feel less guilty, even though one can't really feel guilty about these things when, you know, it can just be life. But, you know, I think it makes you feel like you're helping your child. Various friends of mine who've said, oh, you know, I think my so-and-so's got eczema and I've tried this and I've tried that. Admittedly, their children were probably similar age to Barnaby when his first came out, so we're talking quite small babies here. But I've always said, you know, call Dr. Harley, email Dr. Harley, he will help you, send photos, give him as much information as you can, and he will obviously try and do as much as he can. And all I've said to people is it's a time thing, you've got to be patient. So it's not a quick fix, it's not an overnight cream that's going to make it disappear. But, you know, if you keep going, you know, look at Barnaby, no sign of eczema, still got baby soft skin, age 3. Well, I think everyone's much happier. I'm much happier knowing that the children don't have eczema. They're probably much happier without it. But yeah, I think it's a much happier place. Yeah, so I've got sensitive skin, my husband's got sensitive skin, Barnaby has had childhood eczema. So I contacted Dr. Harley to say, what are the chances of my second child having it? We came to the conclusion that chances in theory would be high because both parents sensitive skin, Barnaby's had it. But Dr. Harley assured me that with the knowledge that I now have from Barnaby's eczema, I would be on a more preventative case than I was ever with Barnaby without the knowledge. So now with Jemima, touch wood, we're fine.